revenue, the speed camera debate continues. Well, now to the big slip-ups made by insurance and workplace frauds trying to beat the system, like the woman who had an accident and tried to cash in, claiming she'd lost the use of her arms. But as Laura Sparks reports, when a claim has been made, there are people out there watching your every move to catch you slipping up one more time.
I gotcha!
They're making false statements. They live this life of deceit. They're even in some cases fooling family and friends, and that they have these injuries. So it's not normal.
People perceive those sorts of claims as an easy sort of mark.
Is there anything at all you'd like to say?
She's the latest in a long line of fraudsters who think they can get away with it and make us pay for their cheating, costing us $2 billion a year in increased premiums.
You were supposed to have severe brain damage.
Yes.
Severe?
Yes.
Even though you could go rowing with your wife?
We have videotape of you walking normally.
We were involved in several car accidents that were staged.
I can't lift both arms up above my head. Can't just bend over and pick something up.
Ingrid Rosario is dressed for success, arriving with vigour for a day at the office. Yet this same woman lodged a claim for lost earnings of $142,000 after a legitimate but minor car accident rendered her unable to work because of pain in her neck and arms.
Are you worried that you might go to jail?
This week, she was found guilty of attempting to gain money from fraud after hours of video footage filmed over 11 months proved her claims were simple cons.
This is not something that's acceptable, certainly not acceptable, and it's not sustainable and for the community, and we need to stamp this behaviour out. And the most effective tool we've got for that is surveillance.
Private investigator Michael Rumore knows all about catching out the cheats. One of his most memorable, this man. He claimed he was brain damaged.
Why did you lie?
He's not lying.
But why did he put on that act?
We don't want the camera, okay?
He went to the extent of feigning not being able to read, not being able to communicate effectively with family and friends, and in fact he was claiming something like 85% brain dysfunction. We used to run around with this big guy. Yeah. Now handycams are no smaller than the palm of your hand.
Time and digital technology has not been kind to fraudsters, making Michael's job of uncovering dishonesty much easier today, with cameras now as small as this. There's a camera in here.
There's a camera in there.
Oh, right there.
Yep. It is very difficult for someone to pretend for a long time, especially in public, especially with their kids, and in an unthinking moment you might just catch a movement that's inconsistent with their alleged stated level of disability.
We caught out much more than just one movement with Tracy Hanshaw. This is how you're walking on a daily basis?
Yep, and this is a good day.
How good does it get?
This is it, hun.
Doesn't get any better than this?
No.
She was awarded an insurance payout of $167,000 for being permanently incapacitated. But her neighbours had had enough, exposing to us her true state.
I'm not lying.
Then there was this woman who claimed she was wheelchair-bound.
They're out to deceive from the word go. They are hoping to gain a benefit by putting on this charade.
Fraud and insurance cons make up for about 12% of all claims. But the insurance companies are stepping up. Already this year, insurer Allianz has saved $50 million by catching the cheats out. Now that figure's doubled in just the past 3 years.
We don't treat it lightly. At Allianz, we have an absolute zero-tolerance policy to fraud.
Allianz's Nicholas Schofield said exaggerated claims are a large proportion of the overall fraud his company picks up.
It's often people who have found themselves in a motor vehicle accident, they have been injured, but then they find that, well, it's quite easy to exaggerate the level of injury.